Yeah, it's Friday, and I am looking forward to doing this game called Clank, a deck building adventure. It has to be one of my favorite deck building games. Yes, I appreciate Dominion, Magic, all of those kind of things, but I think there's just something to having an actual like deck and board and all that kind of stuff that just brings the whole tabletop experience to life for me. So, and hello to Silver Mountain Tavern. Hello to Yakmanda. Good to see you all in the chat and everyone else that's hanging out here. I'm going to be playing Clank solo mode. Renegade Game Studios actually has a phone app that gives a solo scenario so you can play Clank on your own in a solo adventure. And so I'm going to be doing that to get today for you all to kind of see what it's about. I am playing with the base game. So there are different things that you will be seeing here in the game if you've played other expansions or if you've played Clank in Space. There are so many different varieties and variants that go into this game, but I'm just going to go straight from square one playing the base. There's a different setup that goes into Clank itself when you play in the solo mode. And so there's a little bit different setup. I've already set up the board for everyone to see before I go through this campaign. But how many of you are actually familiar with Clank or have played any of the Clank games? I'm just curious because I would love to give a little background, if you all. Silver Metal Tavern says they've never played. Oh, and thank you for the emojis, the emotes. Okay, cool. Love the Ratchet and Clank. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. So I will definitely give an overview then on how to play this game. It's a little bit different than just your average deck building scenario. So, and thank you for. Yeah, you got the Gamer Kitty Soma emote there. That's very nice. Yes, she would appreciate that. Currently, she's napping, which is probably a good thing because there are a lot of little bits here on the board. So she would probably love to roll around in them. Although the Clank box is fairly good size for her to sleep in, she is appreciating some sleeping on an actual king-size bed upstairs. So, all right, cool. Oh, and Book of Nerds is here. Hello. Yes, unite all of your Soma emotes in the chat. I would love that. Cool, you love Clank. Awesome. So this is going to be a fun playthrough then. I'm super excited to show you all how it is. Yes, share in the equal love of the emotes, everyone. I still haven't figured out Streamlabs and how they get kind of mad about doing too many emotes, but I don't mind it. So please just flood the chat with emotes. Okay, so I'm gonna do kind of like an overview, but like I said, with the solo scenario, there are a little bit different setups and things and how you do stuff. Yeah, see, there you go. Book of Nerds just had to test it out. They had to just test it out to see what Streamlabs would get a little bit angry. But don't worry about that. Totally ignore it. Yes, that is a thing. That is a thing. You can have too many emotes. I don't know how to turn that off on Streamlabs. I need to do some more tinkering. But anyway, let's get down to the table view. There's a lot to go over. There's a lot here that you will be experiencing here throughout the game. And I am just super stoked to show you all how this game plays in this solo variant because I have not done a solo variant before. I have only done the actual real life gaming experience All right, camera. Focus, focus. Get down to the focus. Are you focusing? There it is. All right. Yes, no, yes, maybe. What's happening? All right. Let's see. Let's see if we can get this. There we go. Come on now. Find it. It's on this nice little like autofocus thing. And so there it is. Beautiful. We can do this. Okay. How you all can hear, I hope you can hear the audio on there. Let me know if it's too loud or too quiet. I want my voice to come out over the actual app things going on there. So let me know how that is. I'm gonna see if I can turn this down just a hair so y'all can see that a little bit better. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, let me know. It's gonna have some cool like background music and things, and I'll explain what the app does. But first, let me go through and kind of tell you about this game that's called Clank here. You know, I think for my posterity's sake, just for my own sanity, I'm gonna turn it down just a tad so y'all can hear it. Hello, Michelle Ridge. Happy Friday to you. So this is going to be Clank. So when you actually play Clank, a deck building adventure, you will have this game board, and there's a lot of things that are happening on this board, but it's pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward. What you're going to be doing is you're going to have your little explorer. They're going to be going on an adventure and going down, exploring this dragon's lair, basically. You see this grass line, so we are currently above ground. We are starting up at the top here as the yellow player. And we're going to be exploring, going down into this dragon's lair, taking valuable artifacts from the dragon, because you know dragons like to hoard things. We're going to try to loot as much as we can before disturbing the dragon too much and they chase us out. So we're going to be dungeon diving, basically, going through all of this stuff and grabbing artifacts and escaping before it's too late. Now, what's going to happen is, as we're going through and exploring things, several things are going to happen in the game. We have movement abilities. We have abilities so that we are going to be collecting different secrets, which are really good items for us. Like money or treasures or things of that nature. And then what's going to happen is all of those gather victory points for you at the end of the game. We are also looking for valuable artifacts. Artifacts like this one, for example, this nice little coat of arms here, kind of like armor, kind of gold armor here, is something that we are going to try to loot from the dragon before we get out and escape. So the thing about that, though, is when you go to find these artifacts and treasures, you are limited to the number of items that you can actually carry, because if you think in reality, how much stuff can you carry without making noise or without clanking, right? Hence the name of the game. So in this solo adventure, you're only allowed to grab one of these artifacts to carry with you. All of these little minor secrets and major secrets that you see with these question marks on them, you can grab as many as you want. Those are unlimited. So they're small enough, you can stick them in your pockets, you can put them in your shoes, kind of thing. But as far as the artifacts go, they're kind of bigger, heavier items. So you can only carry one out of the dragon's lair. So we are going to be exploring things, and how it works is you see different pathways that you can travel down into the lair itself and then get yourself back out. This is where the deck comes in. So every person is going to start with a starter deck. Now, I have played this game so many times, friends, that I have all of my cards sleeved. So you can see that there's going to be some glare. I apologize for that, but I will try to make it as unglary as possible. I love it so much. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. This is so great. This is going to be a fun stream. I mean, not to say that all my other streams are not fun. I just think in particular, it's going to be a really fun stream. So you're going to have a starter deck. The starter deck is going to consist of these 4 types of cards. First, we have a burgle card. The burgle is basically set into your deck, and it gives you a certain type of item, which is a currency. Whenever you see this blue diamond shape, that is your currency that you have to exchange to buy more cards to put into your deck. And I'll explain. We've got our nice little marketplace here. I'll explain what those are in just a sec. So you have a few of these into your deck as your starter hand. Then you have a stumble. A stumble gives you +1 clank. Clank corresponds to these cubes up here on the clank flag. That is your noise makers that you're going to be doing as you're going through this dragon's lair. You're disturbing the dragon. You're making a whole bunch of ruckus. So this is the amount of ruckus that you're causing basically in their lair. So whenever you pull this card out into your deck and you play it, you add +1 clank, which means you take one of your player cubes and you place it onto the flag. Now, what will happen is if there is a scenario where the dragon gets disturbed and starts peeking around its lair, you will draw out the number of cubes from the dragon bag. This is our dragon bag. It's kind of cool. Inside it, there are cubes of different colors. It starts off with some dragon cubes, which are black, hence the black dragon here. They don't count for any negative effects on you. However, if you draw out one of these clank cubes of your own personal color, they go down here onto the damage track. If you have clank cubes that go all the way up to the skull scenario, you are dead. The dragon caught up with you and was not happy that you were stealing things from its lair. However, there is a caveat in that if you die and you are above the grass line before that happens, you are still able to count all of your points at the end of the game. You count all of your treasures, all of your cards that possibly have victory point scenarios on them. They all count if you are above the grass line. So basically you kind of were exhausted. You got chased out of the dragon's lair and you kind of died on the way out. So it's kind of a bittersweet ending for yourself. So that is what Stumbled does. You have a few of those stumble cards. Then you have a sidestep. Sidestep gives you another icon, which is a boot. This is your movement. This is how you can move in and out of the lair. Whenever you have a boot movement, you are allowed to move 1 space. So anytime you see a white pathway, you will go from one white pathway to the next available location, and that costs you 1 boot. You will also notice here that there are some spaces like this that have 2 boots on them. That means they will cause 2 boots requirement in order for you to pass through that pathway. So 2 boot requirements there. You will do those 2 boots. There are other scenarios where you can see there are arrows here. That is purposefully directional. So if you see something with an arrow, you must pass through that particular direction. If there are no arrows, then you can go either way. Okay, and then finally you will see these symbols that have monsters on them. Those pertain to monsters that you will have to defeat as you are going through. Monsters can be defeated if you have a symbol of a red sword. So like this mercenary is an item that you can purchase to put into your deck. You will see they have 2 swords, so they can technically defeat 2 monsters for those 2 sword action symbols. So anytime you see one of these monster symbols onto the board, that requires 1. If you see 2 like here, that requires 2 swords in order to remove them. So that is what your sidestep does. There's no flavor text on the sidestep. It's just movement. And then finally, we have a scramble, which is a +1 on your currency and +1 onto your boot movement. Now, currency, when it comes to buying things, you have market purchases that you can do. And there are different types of market items that you can purchase throughout the game. Up here is the general marketplace. They call this the adventure row deck. But I always like to call it the market just for posterity's sake, because you're purchasing cards to put into your hand. The purchase price is what is down in the lower right-hand corner. So for example, this Wand of Wind it's cost 6 currency. So 6 of those blue diamonds. That's how much it costs to put into your deck. And then at the end of the game, you will get 3 victory points. Anytime you see this green number, that is victory points for you. You can purchase as many items as you have currency from your hand. You will start off with 10 starter cards in your deck. You will draw 5 at the beginning of each turn, and then play them accordingly in any order that you want to. But you play out all of your cards, then you do a purchase action if you choose, and then those cards get discarded for the next turn. Now, there are some items and things that have different extra requirements, extra text on them. Like, for example, this Boot of Swiftness here has an acquire action. Whenever you purchase something that has an acquire action, you do that immediately. So if I were to purchase this card, I immediately get 1 boot movement to do right away. Whenever you purchase an item, it goes into your discard pile, not into your draw pile. It goes into your discard pile to be shuffled later. Now, then you have monsters here. Monsters have certain requirements that you might see throughout the deck. This requirement is not a purchase action. It is a defeat requirement. So in order to defeat this crystal golem, you need to have 3 swords in your hand that you will be displaying in order for you to defeat this golem. And then you will read the text and get the bonus that you do for there. So there is no limit to how many cards you have in your deck. There is just only a limit in that you have 5 cards that you play at a time. There will be other times where you have a certain flavor text that says, when you draw this card, draw another card, things of that nature. So you might be playing more than 5 cards on a turn, but that will only be required if the card itself tells you to. Now, others, you have these resources down here, which are kind of larger in quantity than what you will see here in the original Adventure Row Marketplace deck. These are items that you can add to your hand that increase some of your other abilities. So for example, this Explorer gives you a +2 in your cost and also 1 boot movement. So that's just at a general, helps you move around, helps you buy some more things. The Mercenary, again, has the 2 swords, so you can defeat some monsters as you're traveling down, and has 1 item. It is considered a companion. That is important to note because some cards give you extra actions or abilities if you have a companion in play. So keep that in mind. There's also a secret tome. This is just straight victory points. There are a lot of these. I probably will not have that many in my deck until probably the very end if necessary, because they just clog your deck. They're just straight up victory points. They don't count for anything until the end of the game, I should say. And then finally, you have a goblin. The goblin is always available for you to use to defeat to get coins. Now you've got these 2 swords here. You can defeat him at any time that you have swords available to you to get a coin. He never gets discarded. He is always here on the table, so you can always have that action available to you. Now, what is the point of having coins if you have this blue currency, you're asking? Well, coins allow you to go to market to buy items that could help you carry out more loot Um, Book of Nerd says, the poor little goblin is like a punching bag that pops out coins. Yes, exactly right. But he looks menacing, I think. I don't know about y'all, but he kind of looks like he's on a mission, so he might have it coming. Anyway, so this center market here gives you items that you can purchase to help you along your way as you're exploring this dungeon lair. That's fair. Yes, that's fair. So up here, I've got the market. I wanted to put it a little bit off the side, so because we're going to be doing a lot of actions here on the board. So you have items like a crown, which is just straight up victory points. It's just 10 victory points. There are 3 crowns in descending value, starting with 10 and going down to 9 and 8. Then you have a backpack that you can purchase. A backpack allows you to take a second artifact. The artifacts are the ones that are in these hex symbols. So like, for example, this coat of arms or this suit of armor here, that is an artifact. And if you have a backpack, you're allowed to take a second one. If you don't have a backpack, then you're only allowed to carry 1 artifact out of the lair. And then finally, we have a key. Now, keys are valuable in that they help you on certain spaces. So as you can see on these pathways here, there is a lock symbol. You can't go through this pathway unless you have a key. So that is a valuable thing to have. And all of these are worth a certain amount of victory points at the end of the game. The market here, however, does not take blue diamond currency to purchase them. They must take 7 coins. And you can purchase as many items as you have coins for when you hit to the marketplace. But the only market gets activated if you land your adventurer on one of these 4 spaces. So it's a little bit different than buying from the adventure row or buying from this kind of resource pool here. You must be particularly on those spaces. Now, as you can see, some of these spaces don't have any items on them, and some of these spaces are just kind of giant caverns. What's going to happen here is there are what are called secrets, minor secrets, and major secrets. There are these small ones, question marks here. It is called a minor secret. It's small. It gives you some kind of bonus whenever you land on it. You can just take it into your hand. And then you have these major secrets, which give you a little bit better bonuses as you go throughout the game. Now, if you grab one of those secrets in one of these blue crystal caverns, it ends your movement. Meaning, if you had extra boots available to you, but you move into a cavern, you must stop your movement for that turn, and you can't get out until your next turn. So as you're setting up the game, normally in a multiplayer game, you would have more minor secrets out. There would actually be 2 minor secrets on each location. But for this solo adventure, they only ask you to put out 1 on each of those spaces. And then they ask you to remove a couple of the artifacts from play. So there are going to be less things to do and less things to explore as you're going through in this solo campaign. And finally, we've got here these monkey idols. They are victory points, but they also can be helpful on certain cards that you can purchase in the adventure row. You can see them. Sometimes they will say, if you have a monkey idol, do this action. Or if you have a monkey idol, get additional bonus points or things like that. So those are helpful on certain cards. So it's kind of a luck of a draw. There is quite a large deck for the adventure row. So the chances of getting things are really variable in this game. And so what is going to happen here is the adventure row, when anything gets triggered for the dragon movement, let me explain how that's going to happen. For the dragon drawing of the Clank cubes, if you see a Clank card, let's see if I can find one here on the bottom. Oh, perfect. One on the bottom right here, the bottom of the deck. If you see a card that has this symbol on it, the dragon symbol, that would activate a Clank cube draft, meaning any Clank cubes that are on this flag will go into our dragon bag, and we will draw out the number of cubes that is indicated on this track. Okay? Anytime you see that, that will activate that movement. The other way in which you can get more activation for the dragon is if you take an artifact. Whenever an artifact gets taken, the dragon will move up and increase the number of cubes that get drawn. But the only time that the cubes will get drawn for a dragon draw will only be when this symbol comes out. So it's a little bit separate. When you have the dragon symbol on a card, that means you will take the cubes, put them in your bag, and draft them. Whenever an artifact is taken, this would move up the Clank track, and this is kind of your countdown clock. If the dragon gets up to this space, it will pull out 5 cubes from the bag. And remember, your cubes are your damage hit points. So if you get all the way up to this skull and crossbones here, you're dead. So that's kind of your countdown movement. There are ways to remove them from the game. You can add Clank back into your pool of resources. You can take them away from the flag, but once they are in the bag, they are in the bag. So right now I have a starter player with 3. I start off, and then for the solo campaign, it says to add 3 red cubes. And if the red threat, they're calling these threat cubes, if the red threat gets up to 10, then I have a certain button that I need to press, and something else on the app is going to happen. So for this solo campaign, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be actually driven by what it says on the phone app. I can take my actions, I can do my regular turn. However, there are certain kind of quests, if you will, to perform as I'm going through and trying to grab the artifacts from the dungeon. So this is the first time that I'm going through this scenario, so bear with me if I kind of fumble through it a little bit. But does anyone have any questions before I get started? I know this is quite a lot, and some of you have mentioned you have not played this game before. So please, please, please feel free to pop those questions in the chat. I'm going to take a quick hydrate, and then we'll get started. All right, so on this app, it says there are certain quests that you are going to be displaying here. After your turn, you will be taking this item and be actually activating it. What happened to? Why is your not focused? Come on, focus. Focus, focus, focus. Find it. It's taking a second. All right, so it says tap this when you have completed the displayed quest, or after your turn, tap this and we're filling the dungeon row. So the dungeon row is the adventure row up here, kind of thing. All right, come on, find it, find it. There we go, perfect. All right, so if 10 threat are happening, then we will hit the 10 threat achieved. Otherwise, we are going to hit OK. So here we go, friends. Now, our current quest is clear the 6th card in the dungeon row within 3 turns. So if we are counting cards here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, lo and behold, this 6th card is a golem. Is the crystal golem. So we need to remove him by our 3rd turn or something happens. So here we go. We have, so that means we need to purchase some mercenaries to get through in order to defeat them. And then And hopefully we can get that taken care of within 3 turns. So I'm going to take my 5 cards here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Are you going to be problematic today? Are you going to be problematic? It's because it's a moving item. It might be moving. All right. So I have, oh, good grief. Okay. And like I said, on your turn, you can play this in any way. Dodge, hello. Clank can be played solo. Yes, yes. So this is a solo app, Renegade Game Studios. If you download their companion app, this is a solo scenario that you can play along if you have the game itself. So yes, hello. Stick around and find out what's going to happen. All right, so I have these 5 cards. I unfortunately pulled out my 2 stumbles, so I'm going to add 2 Clank cubes to there. And then I have my 3 burgles, which gives me 3 currency to purchase. So knowing that I have to defeat this crystal golem, I am going to purchase this mercenary just for posterity's sake and hope and pray that I can do stuff. Now, I don't have any boots on those cards, so I could not do any movement. But now I have my other set of 5 cards. So here we go. Here we go. So I've got my 2 boot movement and my 4 currency to purchase. So I'm going to do my 2 movement. I'm going to move my little dude here for 2. And then I've got 4 currency to spend. So I'm going to get 2 mercenaries this time and put them into my discard pile. And that is turn number 2. I know I was kind of doing that a little fast. But like I said, if anyone has any questions, let me know. Merc up. Yes, that is right, Gus. I apologize that this camera seems to be going in and out of focus here. I think because it's the app has a little bit of movement going on. I wonder if there's a way to like fix it. I wish I knew more about digital cameras. Okay, so doing some quick shuffling. This is the 3rd one, friends. This is the 3rd one. What did I do? Oh, bummer. Bummer summer. Okay. So, oh, and I didn't do my next turn. Oops. So I did 1 turn. So, trash the 3rd card in the dungeon row. Oh, gosh. So I didn't do that. Trash it. That means go out of the game. There are apps that let you share your phone and tablet screen. Yes. I do know about those, but I'm just thinking that this one has, this digital camera is doing stuff. All right, carry out a dragon attack. Oh, jeepers. Okay. Then fill the dungeon row and check for attacks normally after this attack is complete. Oh, awesome. Okay, so we're trashing that card. We're doing this. All right. So now it says doing a dungeon attack. Sorry, folks, I'm playing this a little fast. I was supposed to hit next turn after I was playing my cards. And then that's what happens. Hence the solo mode. Here we go. All right, do a dragon attack. So let me see. Let's see what happens if I turn. Let's see if I switch this off. Oh, very nice. You're going to use that for your first time. Very, very nice. Oh, hello, Matthew Jude's Ghost. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. I am currently playing solo adventure of Clank. Good of you all to join me. I'm just doing a dragon pool right now. Hello, hello to all of you lovely faces. Hello, hello. Oh, and look, friends, I drew 3 dragon cubes, which is a glorious thing. These dragon cubes don't get pulled from the bag, so don't get put back into the bag. Awesome! Love it, love it. Carry out a dragon, then fill the dungeon row and check for attacks normally. There are no other dragon symbols on here, so I am okie doke. Now I need one more turn. One more turn to complete this. So here we go. Yes, what were y'all playing on Matthew Jude's channel? What were you all doing over there? Happy Friday to you. Hope you are having a great, great day. So, all right. Here we go. I've got a lot of burgles. Got a lot of burgles here. Oh, but lo and behold, I've got my double mercenary. Lo and behold. So I am able to defeat this crystal golem. They go out of the game. And the defeat action means I get +3 currency. Woohoo! +3. And then I have 5 more. So I have a total of 8. So you know what, friends? I'm going to buy some stuff. Let's go shopping, huh? Let's go shopping. I need some movement. That flying carpet is awesome. The flying carpet says, on this turn, ignore monsters in tunnels and you don't have to stop in crystal caves. Wait, can you only beat them in a crystal cavern? Oh, you are correct. Oh no, Gus or not, you are correct. I apologize. It says fight this one only in a crystal cavern. Uh-oh, friends. Uh-oh, friends. You are correct. So I apologize. I do not get those extra 3. But I do have all these mercenaries. Wait a second. Wait a second. So I can do this. Let's backtrack here, friends. I believe you can play your cards in any order that you choose, which means I could purchase things to move into a crystal cave. I could do that. Let me check these old rules here. Play them in any order you choose. Any order you choose. Dun 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 dun. So I believe you can do that. You can purchase acquiring new cards for your deck. So I believe you can. I can purchase items in my deck first. So I can do that instead. So that's what I'm going to do, friends. I'm actually going to purchase and then I can move and fight. All right. So since I have 5 currency here, I'm actually going to purchase these boots of swiftness. Boots of swiftness here, which allows me to immediately take 1 boot movement, which I'm going to move into this crystal cavern. Pauses the rest of my movement, which is okay, because this is just going to go in my discard pile. And now I've got the mercenary to defeat this crystal golem. And that gives me 3 more purchasing power. So I'm going to purchase this explorer. And again, going into my discard pile. Thank you, Gus, for keeping me honest there. Thank you, thank you. And look, friends, we have completed that quest. Ba-ba-da-ba. When opportunity hooks, gain 1 boot this turn. Oh, well, awesome. That doesn't help me because I'm in a crystal cavern. Darn it. Darn it. I have to pause all of my movement. Now it says trash the 1st and 5th cards in the dungeon row. Okay, well, I already purchased that. So I'm going to do here. So we got a refill. So this is 1. 5 was already purchased, so I'm going to put that back there. So this is trash. And there. All right. Because you have to refill, I believe you refill the dungeon row after you do this all your turns. So I did that. That was already done. So there we go. All right. Now our current quest is clear the 1st card in the dungeon row within 3 turns. So that means I need to purchase this Amulet of Vigor. Amulet of Vigor for 7 purchasing power within 3 turns. Okay. Y'all got to make sure I do all the next turns. I am so used to playing this multiplayer, so I have to make sure I hit next turn after I play my cards. All right, so we're starting off okay here, friends. We're starting off okay. No one let me know what y'all were doing on Matthew Jude's channel. Were y'all just hanging out and just talking about his awesomeness? Like, what was going on over there? And I hope you all can hear me okay over the tunes. Matthew was playing Stardew. Oh, okay. And hello to you, Cupcake. Hello. Hello to Lowry. And anyone else that I might have missed in the chat. Oh, hello to Hornist and Kestrel. Very, very nice. Okie doke. Thanks, Cupcake, for the update. So, I've got all of this. I've got a couple of stumbles, so I got to toss some Clank in there. Clanking it up, people. I am doing okay, Cupcake. How are you? I'm glad it's Friday. The sun is out. Sunshine is always good for everybody's mental state, I think. So I've got three currency and a couple of hits. So I'm going to take a smack at this goblin. I don't like the smug look on his face. So I'm going to take a coin for that. And then I've got 3 purchasing power. I don't have enough to acquire that yet. This Master Burglar, he's kind of cool. The Master Burglar says trash a burgle in your player area or your discard pile. So this allows you to kind of go through your deck nicer, and it gives you some victory points. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that. All right, filling this up. Ooh, danger. Here's some other flavor text you have to pay attention to. Whenever you see this danger symbol, it means you have to pull +1 dragon cube out of the dragon attack. So you've got a dragon shrine, which is a device here. So yeah, got to pay attention to that on next time we do a dragon attack. All right, my next turn, what does it say to do? Carry out a dragon attack, then fill the dungeon row and check for attacks normally after this attack is complete. Oh, great. So I got to put these back in. Great. Excuse me. All right, so currently I still have only 3 cubes to draw from the bag. I'm really, really hoping I don't take any damage. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. What did we get? Ooh, 1 of everything. Awesome. So the black cubes are dragons. They don't take any hits. However, we've got a threat and our first damage to ourselves. Not very good. No other dragon attacks need to happen. So we will say okie doke and keep going. Now I only have 3 cards in my draw pile, so I'm going to need to do a little shuffly shuffle here and go from there. I feel like there's a lot of like upkeep on this because you have to pay attention to the whole, like your board and your movement and what am I doing, but then there's also these little like side quests, so it's a nice little challenge. I don't usually play solo games. I like having people around the table to play with, but I just love this game so stinking much. I think I might just do some solo scenarios. Yeah. My husband just started getting into Arkham Horror, the LCG, and so there's often times when he's just playing on his own, so I might take that chance to do a little solo clanking myself. Do a little solo mode for myself here. All right, friends, so we've got, again, another Clank. Holy smokes, I am a noisy robber here. I don't even know. Oh, but I pulled my Master Burglar, which says you can trash a burgle from your play area or your discard pile. So I'm going to trash this burgle, which means when you trash it, it's different than discarding it. Trashing it means it goes out of the game for you. Discarding it means it goes into your discard pile. So whenever you see the term trash, it means it's out of the game completely. All right, but I've got a couple boots and some currency. So, ooh, I can use my couple boots to go here and get this minor secret. This minor secret, oh, it is a dragon egg, which is not good because I basically kind of stole one of its babies. And now this little symbol with the red square means that I move the dragon up the dragon track. So I took one of its babies. It's not very happy with me with that. And that cost me 2 boots, hence the 2 boots here on the pathway. So that's my 2 boot movement. And then I've got 3 currency to spend. Oh, jeepers, friends. I need to purchase this. I really need to purchase this. But I think I'm going to do these 2 instead. So I had 3 currency, and then this mercenary was 2, and then this tunnel guide was 1, so a total of 3 there. So I'm not going to fill the dungeon row because I remember I have to see what the app says first. Then we'll see what it says. Okay, trash the second card in the dungeon row. Ugh. Okie doke. We're just going through all of these. And +1 rage. Well, dang it. All right. So the dragon is super unhappy. Probably was unhappy for the fact that I took one of its babies. But, you know. Oh, look. I got another dragon shrine. Ooh, and an elven dagger. Very cool. Okay, friends. I have one more card. One more turn, I should say. One more turn to get enough purchasing power. Do I have enough? Boo earns. I don't have enough. Oh, fiddlesticks. Okay. So see, currently I only have 4 currency. And there's nothing on here that I can do as an acquire action, except for this one, which is a heart. But that's the card I'm hoping to purchase right now. So there's nothing else here on the acquire action that will immediately increase my buying power. So that stinks. So what am I going to do? Now I'm looking down here in some of these artifacts. This one is worth 25, which is nice. This is 30. You know what, friends? I think with these 3 boot movements, I'm going to go through this cool little secret passageway. And go 1, come through here, 2, end my movement over here so I can access some of this nice stuff. And because it's a monster, I need to have a sword. And thankfully, I do have it with one of my mercenaries there. So I won't take any damage from them. But I will have to pause my movement because I landed into a crystal cavern. So I'm going to go 1, and then this little arrow means it kind of wraps around the lair. 2, and end my movement here, but I get this minor secret. which is a healing potion. So I can heal +1 of my damage. I'm going to save that for now because I only have 1 hit point currently, so I am okay. And then I have 4 purchasing power, purchase currency. The Dragon Shrine. So if I purchase this, that means I won't have to do that extra pull. So I think that's nice because right now I am at 4 cubes to pull out. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do, even though this Elven Dagger is so sweet, I think I have to do this just to get it out of the deck. All right, so that is my discard. Unfortunately, we did not fulfill this requirement, so I have to hit next turn. Your quest is failed. I'm sure you had a better things to do. +1 rage. Oh, holy smokes, this dragon is mad. Okay, then it says trash the second card in the dungeon row. Well, I just purchased it, so it's not going to be trashed there. And then discard 1 of your potions. Ah, come on now. It must have known. It must have known. Must have known that I had this healing potion. Darn. All right, here we go. So now we got to refill the dungeon row. Now our next quest is use a device within 4 turns. Use a device within 4 turns. Okay. Let's see what I got. Are there any devices out here? There are no devices out here, but I did just purchase that dragon shrine thing, which I believe is a device. Okay. I've got, again with the Clank, friends. Again with the Clank. So I've got +1 Clank. I am so noisy. Then I've got some mercenaries and some buying power. All right, I'm going to get this. Ooh, I can defeat the crystal golem because I am in a crystal cavern right now. So I'm going to do that. And for doing that, I get 3 purchasing power. So I'm definitely going to do that. And that takes me all the way up until I just have 1 more sword, but there's nothing else that just has 1 sword available to me. And I don't have any boots, so I'm not going to be able to move out of this space anyway. So I have 7 purchasing power. Let's see. Let's get this Elven Dagger. This Elven Dagger is nice. And this Rebel Miner, or do I get an Explorer? Maybe I get some more movement. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do those there. And yep, that is all of my turn. I gotta make sure I use my device here. Okay, trash the second card in the dungeon, in the adventure row. Aw, dang it. Trash this Rebel Miner. All right, fine. Now I gotta refill the deck. Oh, we have a dragon pull. And it's a danger to do a +1 for dragon attacks. So not only am I going to do 4 right now because the dragon is mad, but I do an additional +1. So I'm going to be pulling 5, friends. This is going to hurt. Put all my cubes back in here, and I'm going to be drawing 5 out. For those of you that are just joining, I'm Jess. This is Festive Fridays. I am playing Clank, a deck building adventure solo with the Renegade Game Studios companion app. And I am currently doing not so hot. So let's see how it goes, right? Ooh, very nice. Look at this pull, friends. 4 out of 5 are dragon cubes. And then I get hit once. That was as good as it could have been, I think. Okay. So, use a device. Gotta use a device here. Doop, 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 doop. If anyone has any questions about this game or anything really, I am all ears, friends. It's Friday. Seeing what y'all are up to this weekend. Are you going to be doing anything this weekend? I'm going to have a chance to visit some friends, and we're going to be doing some socially distant time up in the snow. We have a mountain nearby here, so we're going to be doing some snow tubing and probably drinking some hot chocolate and all that fun stuff. So yeah, trying to take advantage of the last bit of snowfall here in Oregon. But what are you all up to this weekend? Mainly relaxing and COVID vaccine on Sunday. Oh, nice, Cupcake. Is it your first or your second? And congratulations on being able to get the vaccine. Very, very nice. I think the tier that I am in, it will be your first. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, the tier that I am in won't be released until the summertime, I believe. So, darn. I keep stumbling like nobody's business here. Sheesh. All right. Well, I hope all goes well, Cupcake, for you on that dose. People have seemed to do okay with the first one, and then it hits a little bit more intense on the second one. So I hope you have good success and no crazy side effects for you. All right, I've got a couple of boots, a couple of swords, and a lot of purchasings. So let's move. I don't have enough coins. So I want to get down into this area. Unfortunately, I don't have a key, so I can't go this way. So I have to kind of go loop-de-loo around here. So let's go 1, 2. I don't have to take that artifact. Even though I crossed over it, I don't have to take it. But I will take this minor secret. Ooh, I have 2 more currency purchasing. So that's a lot for me. That's my 2 boot movement. I've got a couple of swords here. So I'm going to take out this kobold because I don't want to keep pulling more things. And it gives me an additional currency. So I've got a lot of currency there. So I've got 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. I've got 10 currency, friends. 10 currency. I like this flying carpet. This flying carpet is nice. So I'm going to do this flying carpet and a couple sleight of hands here. Doot, doot, doot. And I have 1 more sword remaining, but it's not helpful. There's nothing else out here that has a sword. And I used this, so I'm just going to put that back in the box. All right. No device yet. Carry out a dragon attack, then fill the dungeon row. Ugh, good grief. Come on, done. Is there any way that I can just like calm this dragon down? Can I like... What do dragons like? What do dragons like? Shiny objects? I don't have any shiny objects right now. I don't believe. Okay, so I'm only doing 4, thank goodness, because I defeated that kobold. So my odds are a little bit better. However, I have pulled out a lot of those dragon cubes. So let's see. I got 3, 4. Let's see. Whoa! Holy smokes, friends. How do I keep doing it? It's like magic. It is like magic. Shoo! I have definitely dodged this dragon way too many times for my liking. 3, 4, 5. Awesome. Oh, look, friends, I've got the device. And that's one of our quests. I need to use a device. What does this device say? To use it, take 2 coins or trash a card in your play area or your discard pile. So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to trash one of those stumbles, people. Where is it? Here we go. Trashing the stumble. Get that out of my face. So there we go. Used it. When I use it, I believe for devices, and I want to say to double check, I believe when you use it, I think it's a one and done thing. I don't believe it goes back. I think it goes into your discard pile when you purchase it, and then when you use it, I believe it is done. If anyone can verify that for me, devices, devices, yep, place it in the discard pile. Yep, okay. So I have used it. It is used up for the game. Perfect. Thank you, Dragon Shrine. Thank you so much. Okay. Now I've got one boot and some purchasing power. I'm gonna move. Well, I can't move this way. I can't move across. I gotta move down because I want to go around. Oh, jeepers. I just realized I have to go all the way around here because even these couple spaces have locks on them. Boo urns. Boo urns. Okay. Oh, and I didn't fill. I am so silly. I did not fill the dungeon row, adventure row. Ah, snap. Okay. So I've got to do. Oh, I should probably do the dungeon. They probably should do the dragon pull first before I do the rest of my turn. 4 clank cubes. Come on here. Ah! I swear there are other colors in this bag, friends. I swear. It must be everybody here. I appreciate you all so much. I have not been taken out. All right, so I did my movement. Now I'm going to buy some things. Oh, my good gravy. Okay. And I don't have... Oh, that spear is nice. That silver spear is nice. However, I like this ladder. The ladder gives me some moves. All right, I'm going to do that. Okay. Quest completed. We did that. A clever thief makes the most out of their tools. -2 Clank. Well, that would be helpful if I had Clank here on the flag. But once they're in the bag, friends, they are in the bag. They do not get taken out of the bag. So that was awesome. That would have been awesome like 2 turns ago. But alas. And then trash the 4th and 5th cards. All right, so we got 4 and 5 get trashed. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. I appreciate that. And then let's refill here. Let us refill here. Oh no, it's another dragon pull. Darn it. All right. 4. This one feels like I'm gonna get attacked. And you all are witnessing it. I am not even looking at the bag. I am totally just looking away. And so here we are. Yep, see? And here it comes. 3 hits that time. Woo! Not good, friends. Not good. I'm gonna need to get some heals. If I can purchase this amulet, that would be nice. All right, what's my next quest? Use a device within 4 turns. Okay, well, this is a device here. All right. Dang it. Now I've got another stumble, so I gotta put a clank in. But I've got my Elven Dagger, which allows me to draw a card from my deck. Ooh, and I've got some boots now, so I got lots of movement and lots of swords and lots of purchasing power. So let's see what I can do. 3, I'm gonna go 1 down here for 2. It has 2 monsters, but I'm gonna use one of my mercenaries to defeat those so I don't take any damage. And then for 3, oh, I can't do anything there because this costs 2. But I do want to go this way because I do want to heal myself. So I will just pause where I'm at. I still have 3. I still have 3 here. Oh, and I didn't read this one. All players get +1 Clank. And then I will defeat this overlord with my other mercenary. And it says draw 2 cards. So I will draw 2 cards into my hand. And I get another mercenary and some more purchasing power. Okay. So I will defeat this goblin then for a coin. And now I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 purchasing power. Oh, if I only had that. Oh, that would be so nice. But I do need to use this for the device there. And I did read in the rules, friends, once you buy the device, you have to use it immediately. So I misplayed that. I put it in my discard pile. And you actually use it right away, and then it goes out of the game. So I apologize for that mistake. So I am going to purchase that. First, I'm going to purchase an Explorer. And then I'm going to purchase that device, which says use only in the depths, which is the depths is considered below this grass line. So I am currently able to use this. It says 5 coins and +3 Clank. Awesome. I have a lot of money and +3 Clank now. I think the reason I'm so noisy is because I'm the only one in this dragon lair. That's my theory. There's no one else to blame but myself. So there we go. So I used a device. Quest is completed. A clever thief makes the most out of their tools. Gain 2 gold. Okay. Alrighty then, friends. Next turn. Carry out a dragon attack. Of course. Of course. And then do everything like normal. Alright. Well, Boo earns. Boo earns. Come on, what happened to all of these red ones here, friends? What happened to all these red ones here? Boo earns. So I need 4. 1, 2. Got 4 here. All right, 2 hits on me, 1 threat, and 1 dragon. Jeez. Jeez. All right. Boo earns indeed, Book of Nerds. Boo earns indeed. Now I gotta refill the dragon row, and in case anything else happens, put 3 dragon cubes back. Oh, yay! That's awesome. This is an arrive action, so 3 of these cubes will go back. Thank you. Okie doke. I need to shuffle my deck now. My new quest is generate 6 skill on your turn within 3 turns, which means the skill is those blue currency points. That's what they call them. That's what the 6 skill is. I don't know if I have 6. I know I have 6 skill in some form or fashion of this deck, but I don't know how well I will be doing here. That is tough, Gus. It is going to be tough. my little adventurer. We'll see how they do. I'm gonna hydrate real fast. Cheers to all of you. Thank you, Hornist. You were reading my mind, friend. Oh, I also have my channel points. If you have not seen, I have made some fun little things. My channel points to do, and also some bits. The lovely Board Game Duchess made me an awesome emote for some bits. So check that out if you are interested in doing some little bitties. I would appreciate that. No obligation whatsoever. The only obligation I have for you all in this channel is to have fun. That's my only obligation that I want you all to have, is to have fun. So, here we are. We've got 3 movement, and I've got some mercenary, I've got some swords. I can do some damage here, friends. No flavor text here on these, so I don't have any clank or any extra stuff to do right away. So I am going to move down here for 2 movement and instantly heal 1 of my damage. Thank you very much. Now I've got 1 more movement to do. I'm going to do this 1 movement here. It has 2 monsters on it, but I've got my mercenary, so I can take care of that. I'm going to move here and take this golden armor. I kept talking about it during the explanation at the beginning of the stream, and you know what? It's just nice. However, that has made the dragon very mad, so they are at maximum threat. They are maximum threat level here, friends. Not looking good. So I need to get myself out of here. So I have 1 more sword, but I don't have anything for here for the sword. Have a good lurk, Book of Nerds. Have a good lurk. Then we've got 5. Oh, I only have 5 skill this time. Darn it. Only 5. So nothing here is requiring 1 sword, so I can't use this last sword. However, I can purchase some stuff with 5. I'm actually going to do this shrine for 2 because I can use it and either heal or get a coin, and I'm going to use that to heal myself. And then I have 3 more. I'm going to do this one, actually, because then it gives me an acquire of an additional sword. So now I have 2 swords I have not used yet. So I will hit this goblin for 1. And there we go. And that is all of my turn there. I did not get 6 skill, so I have to hit next turn. Remove the 6th card from the deck, from the adventure row, and plus 3 clank. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I guess I don't know what to do with this armor, apparently. I'm just making all bunch of noises. Plus 3 clank. Come on. All right. Here we go. I got to get some 6 skill here. Do I have enough? Ooh, okay. So I can do this, discard a card to draw 2 cards. I will do that to discard this stumble, so I don't play that, and draw 2 more cards. Da 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 da. Cool. So I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 skill now. Beautiful. So I will. So I already used that one. Beautiful. I have 4 boot movement. Oh, cool. Cool, 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 cool. So I'm going to do this 2 boots and a sword for this monster to heal myself. So then I have 2 more, but I have to stop here because it's a crystal cavern. And take this major secret. Oh, it is a goblet or a chalice. Chalice? Goblet? What would you all call it? A chalice? I don't know, but it's victory points. I will take it. And I have to pause my movement. My master burglar says I could trash a burgle in my play area or my discard pile. I don't know. Do I have a burgle? I do have a burgle in my discard pile, so I will trash it. And then I did have 6. What did I do with that one? Oh, because I did that one. That's right. 6 purchasing power. Okie doke. If you have an artifact, ooh, I like this one. This one is nice, friends. The Wand of Recall. If you have an artifact, teleport to an adjacent room. I do currently have an artifact, so that is really nice. And then I'll just take this lucky coin. Fine. Cool. So that is all of my cards for that turn. I did have 6 skill. Quest is completed. Well, aren't you impressive? Claim an unused minor secret. All right. I'm assuming from the game, I guess. So let's just take this one because it's nearby. And it gives me 2 skill to use at a later date. All right. Then remove the 4th card from the adventure row, but I purchased a lot of stuff, so nothing gets removed there. Then I gotta fill this up. Oh no! The dragon is mad. We're gonna have a dragon draft of some Clank cubes here, friends. Oh, goodness me. Goodness me. Okay, so I gotta put all those Clank cubes back into the bag. Here we go. And I'm drawing out 5 because the dragon is mad. I need to get above ground before I die. Although I did pretty well at healing myself. Those couple rounds were very nice. So I've got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, got a little variety here. Some dragon cubes, a hit, and a threat. I got a hit here and a threat for myself. Okie doke. The new quest is buy a secret tome within 2 turns. So the secret tome, again, friends, was the way to help give you victory points at the end of the game. But I just got this minor secret for 2 skills, so I technically only need 5 out of my cards here. And here we go. I've got another sleight of hand, so I could discard a card to draw 2 cards. I could probably discard this card to draw 2 because it doesn't give me any skill, so I'm going to do that. Whoop, bloop. Oh, my device. I had the ladder. Oops, I did not use that. Oh, well. I was supposed to use that on my turn to move, but I don't know if I could. I'll just discard it. It's all right. Did that cost me anything? These devices, friends, sometimes it's difficult to keep track of. I'll just put it out of the game. It's okay. So I've got lots of burgles. I thought I trashed a bunch of burgles, but I guess I didn't. I've got 1 movement, 1 boot movement, a couple of swords, and a lot of purchasing power. So I'm going to move here. And I defeat that monster because I'll use one of my swords from my mercenary. And I have enough to buy stuff from the market, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to purchase a backpack so I can grab another artifact on my way out of the lair. So I have 7 coins here. Turn those in. Grab a backpack here. So now I can grab an extra on my way out. And now I've got all of this purchasing power. 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to, what does it say? Purchase a secret tome, which costs 7. So I'm going to use this 2 here. 4, 5, 6, 7 to purchase the tome. And it goes straight into my discard, and I have 1 remaining. Oh, I can purchase this tunnel guide for 1. Sweet. And there we go. That one seemed a little bit simpler there. Quest is completed. Gain 2 gold. Okay, so I got a discount then on that backpack, look like. I got a little discount there. And a dragon attack, of course. But I have no more new cubes to put in here. We're going to carry out a dragon attack. And then fill up the adventure road, the dungeon road deck, and see what happens. If y'all are interested in following me on the socials, let me put my handles in the chat so y'all can follow me on the Instagrams and the Twitters and the Facebooks, all that fun stuff. Hope you all are enjoying this. I am learning a lot from playing this solo mode. And if you have any questions, again, I am totally open. Ow, ow, ow. That is a lot of damage, friends. I need to get out quickly because I only have 1 more hit point before I am dead. And so I need to get above this grass line in order for all of my stuff to count. So do I have enough? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I need to fill this up. Oh, of course. Of course. It is another dragon draw. Boo earns. Boo earns. I don't have a good feeling about this, friends. I don't have a good feeling about this. Let's see. I don't think there's enough in here. I just need 1. I don't have anything to help me. Do I have 5? Oh, and there it is, friends. Da 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 da. The dragon has defeated me. Darn. Game over. Are you sure the game is over and you would like to score your game now? Yes, I would like to score my game now. All right, so enter in my score. How did the yellow thief fare? I died. That's what happened. I died. So let's count our score here, friends. What would have happened? Even though I am below the line, you technically don't count any of your points. But let's see what would have happened if I did make it above ground. Press OK. What does it say? Press OK if all data has been input into the game. Yes, because I can't. You died, so you technically don't get anything here. 0 points. So, if I would have gotten out, let's say, I'll give you a couple scenarios. So if I would have crossed over the grass line and then I would have died, I would still count all of my points. So all the points are as follows. Any cards that have a green symbol on them give you points. And then any artifacts that you have collected give you points. And then coins are, I believe, 1 point per coin. So I'm sorting out all of my cards here that have points on them. And I believe it's 1 point per coin. So let me double check that. I am remembering this correctly. Yep, 1 point per coin. So anything that has a green symbol on it is points, 1 point per coin, and then your artifact points. So I currently have 25 for this artifact, plus 5 for my backpack, so that's 30. 7 for this nice chalice, and then 3 more to make it an even 40 there. 3 points for this dragon egg, so that's 43. And 2 more coins is 45. And then I'm going to add up 45 and 45 and 5 here is 50. Then we've got another 10 is 60. And 7. So 67. 67 is my score. If I would have gotten out with my artifact all the way up to the end and back out into the castle door, I would get this nice little shield here for an additional 20 points. So all told, I would have gotten 87 for that there. And so that was the solo mode for Clank. Now they also have these other two scenarios. So they have the sunken treasure, and then they have the mummy's curse. Those are 2 other expansions for the Clank base game, as well as they have Clank in space. So you can do a Clank in space scenario as well. You can do a solo campaign for Clank in space, and you can enter in your new character in that way. Yeah, so I believe you can enter in your new player name and all that kind of stuff to do that for this app as well. There's also Fuse. The Fuse app, where if you've ever played Fuse, it's a 10-minute, really quick dice allocation game. And you have 10 minutes to try to allocate and complete as many cards as you can. It's a cooperative game, but it looks like you can also play this solo if you have the timer here. It has a little like countdown clock for you, which is quite fun in that sense. There's also a Flatline, which is the kind of like companion game to Fuse. So if you play that one, it allows you to kind of like walk through everything. It is also a race against the clock in that you're trying to heal these people on a spaceship, and you only have so much time to deliberate and divvy out different objectives and things for your players until the clock runs out. So that's Flatline. Proving Grounds is a cool solo game. It's deck driven, and this app is really nice in that you can play along with it. So this companion app is really, really cool. This has lantern. It says lanterns, but you can't do lanterns solo. It's just giving you an advertisement for like, hey, you should purchase lanterns. So I think what I'm gonna do is in the future I will probably have I might be doing this. I might do this scenario again. Let me bring us back up to the top here. I might be doing this again in the future to do probably Clank in Space to see how it is. Clank in Space is, some people call it like the gamery, more gamery version of Clank. There's more to it in terms of like things that you have to do, and instead of just exploring and like dungeon diving and all that kind of stuff, there's a certain pathway that you have to follow because you're in outer space and you are going through this like spaceship and acquiring data and all this kind of thing. So there's certain steps in certain areas that you have to travel through. Whereas in Clank, there's usually kind of more free form in like the pathways. Yes, there are limits to where you're going to be playing. If there are monsters that blocking your way, or if you have keys that you need to unlock certain pathways, things like that. Those are different than in Clank in Space. So I might do that next time. I'm also thinking for my Friday streams doing some more variety things. Last week I did some coloring and some roll and write games, which were really a lot of fun. I might have some guests on here. I might do some AMA streams, which is like an Ask Me Anything kind of scenario. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed today. I know it was kind of a little bit of a shorter stream. I didn't think I was going to die as quickly as I did. Whenever I play this game, I always feel like I get to a point where I'm like, yes, I'm on my way out. And then the dragon just attacks and I just get hosed. So, but I love it so much. This is a really, really fun, kind of a different step into like the deck building scenarios. For folks that are used to playing Magic or Dominion or things like that, where it's just cards, this is a little bit more to it in that you're actually moving pieces around and you're collecting items. And so I find it a little bit better for my taste in terms of having it be like a physical board game per se. So yeah, I really appreciate what Renegade did with this game. And there's so many different expansions for it. There's the Clank Legacy game. I don't know if any of you have done Clank Legacy. I started playing a 4-player campaign with some folks pre-pandemic, and then the pandemic hit and we had to hit pause, unfortunately. So yeah, we'll see how to go back into it. But this kind of like theming is a lot of fun for me. It's like the fantasy adventure. It's, you know, dungeon diving and defeating goblins and monsters and all that kind of jazz. But what did you all think? What did you think of the solo app scenario? Would you want to see me do another like solo app like this? Do you have any questions in terms of like, well, what do you mean you're going to be doing like arts and crafts on your stream? I'm curious about what y'all would like to see me do on these things. And yeah, I'm here for you. I know a lot of us are going to be possibly getting vaccinated and going back to work and back to school. So a lot of these Twitch streams might not be as frequent for some folks, and that's totally fine. I totally get it. I appreciate all the lurking and the drive-by hellos from friends and things. And so yeah, this has been quite an experience, and I'm still going to be doing these as much as I possibly can, because I know a lot of you want to have that engagement and have that time to just hang out and be able to chat with folks. And so yeah, I want to keep doing that for you. I think going back into the analog realm of board gaming and tabletop stuff is going to be my forte going forward. I like playing tabletop. I like playing games that get people engaged and are interested into the hobby. If they weren't before, they can be interested now. I like having the ability to teach you all some kind of these fun things. It's been a lot of fun for me to do here on the streams. My Wednesdays are still going to be pretty straightforward, pretty much of like a learn and play along scenarios, but this is kind of more free form on my Friday streams to see what you all would be interested in learning and doing and all that kind of stuff. So let's see if anyone is online that we could possibly raid. Who is currently online that we could check out? Oh, it's so funny. Oh, Play Renegade is currently, they are chatting with some of the folks from Man vs. Meeple. Let's see. We've got Phantom Meeple is playing a game right now. See how that's doing. But yeah, if anyone has any questions for me, we still have a little bit of time. Next week, or actually I'll pitch this first. This Sunday, I'm going to be a guest on Eclectic Camel's stream. They are going to be playing a 2-player scenario of Yamatai with me, and I get to be a guest on their Camel Cafe. That's going to be on Sunday at 10 a.m., I believe. Let's see if I can get their Twitch channel up so I can give a little shout out for them. And that's going to be a lot of fun. I have not played Yamatai in so long, so I recently had to like refresh how to play it. And my husband and I did kind of like a two-player scenario. And so yeah, that was a lot of fun to have them be inviting me to do that. So that's going to be on Sunday at 10 a.m. Pacific, which is 1 p.m. Eastern time and 6 p.m. GMT. Yeah, 6 p.m. GMT. So that's going to be this Sunday. And then Wednesday, I'm going to do another kind of learn, teach, and play along. I think I'm going to do a Color It stream from Haba Games. It's a fun little coloring roll and write game. So I'm going to be doing probably a couple pictures of that. That's going to be a lot of fun to do on Wednesday. And then next Friday, maybe I'll have a guest on. Maybe we'll do a little fun kind of Q&A session with them to kind of mix it up a little bit on Fridays. So yeah, let's see. I think that's all we've got. I will be posting things onto the Twitters and the Facebooks and the Instagrams and all that jazz, so you all can follow me. I am learning to make some cool little streamer schedules and things, so if you are interested. And I do have, do I have the ability? I possibly do have the ability to come on to I have a little channel on the Charity Board Gamer Discord. Do I have the ability to invite people onto this stream or onto this server? I don't know if I do or not. I will find out. But if I do, then I will make sure to attach that as well so you all can join in the discussions on Discord if you are so inclined. Discord's a fun little community that we can chat and set up board game things that are off stream. I know a lot of us like to do that from time to time to get connected and play something on BGA or on Steam or things like that. So Yeah, I think that's all for me. I totally had a good time. This solo app is great. I hope you all enjoyed it, enjoyed this fun little adventure that I did playing Clank. Even though I died, it's all about having fun, and I did have fun. I hope you all had fun today too. So, who shall we raid? Let's go on to, let's see, Phantom Meeple. He's a fairly new streamer. Let's give him some love. Send him all the emotes and things like that in the chat. And I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Be kind, stay safe, and I will catch you all next week. All right, take care, folks.